So what I have here is the world's smallest 4K action camera and the world's second smallest 4K action camera with a dedicated low light mode. The Go 3S and the Go Ultra. So which one should you buy, and is it worth upgrading if you already have the Go 3S? Before you run out and buy the Ultra, let's see how these two compares in both daylight and low light, as well as how they can be used in a similar but also different way. And is the image quality of the new Ultra here that much better than the Go 3S? And now doing an audio test. The cameras are about an arm's length away from me and both cameras are set to stereo. Which one sounds better? Is it the new Go Ultra or is it the Go 3S? And now doing an audio test. The cameras are about an arm's length away from me and both cameras are set to stereo. Which one sounds better? Is it the new Go Ultra or is it the Go 3S? Let's switch over to wind reduction. And this is an audio test with auto strong wind reduction on the Go Ultra and wind reduction on the Go 3S. Which one sounds better, the Go 3 or the Go Ultra? And this is an audio test with auto strong wind reduction on the Go Ultra and wind reduction on the Go 3S. Which one sounds better, the Go 3 or the Go Ultra? Looking at the side-by-side comparison here, the Ultra looks more natural, it has clearer skies, a natural white balance compared to the warmer yellowish colors of the Go 3S. And if we turn around here, we can also see the results of a much improved sensor. Taking a look at the sky here, for example, in the foreground, the Go 3S lacks overall details in the foreground as well as the sky. So this one goes to the Go Ultra. When it comes to specs between these two, the Go Ultra has the same large 101.28 inch sensor we see in the X5 versus a smaller 102.3 inch on the Go 3S here. And to process the videos we capture, the Ultra is also paired with a faster 5nm AI chip versus the 14nm chip on the Go 3S. For technical specs, we also find a dedicated micro SD card slot on the Ultra along with a wider 156-degree field of view and a runtime up to 70 minutes with the camera unit alone, and also more than 200 minutes or 3 hours if you include the action pod with the Go Ultra here, but this is in 1080p 24 fps. There's also a slightly larger 2.5 inch touchscreen on the Ultra here, which is always welcome, and we also have quick charge, so 0 to 80% in 12 minutes with the Go Ultra unit itself here and 18 minutes with the Ultra paired with the action pod, so more than twice as fast as the Go 3S. As for weight, the Ultra weighs 53 grams and the Go 3 here alone weighs 39 grams. So there is a weight difference there, but this is not noticeable in real life use. And when it comes to a battery test, I did 3 tests here in the studio and saved the longest tests for each of the cameras here, and obviously, the Go Ultra is the winner because it's a newer camera, it has better heat management, it has better components, and a bigger battery. But the Go 3S wasn't that far behind. The Ultra can also take photos up to 50 megapixels, where the Go 3S takes 12 megapixels. So let me show you a few photos that I captured with both these cameras and let me know in the comments below which one you like more. Moving over to a slow motion test here, both cameras shoots slow motion at 2.7K and 1080p. I tested 2.7K, the Go 3S at 100 FPS and the Go Ultra at 120 FPS. Both cameras were set to Mega View, but the Ultra has a much wider and appealing look versus the Go 3S. And even though both cameras used identical auto settings, you can clearly see the improvements in color accuracy, details, and overall image quality on the Go Ultra. When it comes to stabilization, both cameras were set to the highest stabilization option, so that's high on the Ultra and max on the Go 3S. To me, the Ultra seems to have better overall stabilization, and if you also do a freeze frame here, it also seems that the Ultra have a much better white balance, where the Go 3S leans a little bit more towards the warmer side, though this can be easily fixed by using some manual settings and manual white balance. And adjusting the clips here back to their normal size, the Ultra seems to have better clarity and details, which is to be expected as well because the Ultra has a bigger sensor. But I'm really curious to know which one you prefer out of these two cameras and why. Let me know in the comments below. When it comes to the size differences between these, which is more noticeable than the actual weight of these cameras, as an example, here's the Go 3S mounted on my cap, and here is the Ultra mounted on my cap. And this is the Go 3S mounted on my chest with the included pendant. And this is the Ultra mounted on my chest with the included pendant. So for me, I can't really say that I'm gonna use the Ultra as my head cam. It's just way too bulky. It's also uncomfortable, and this is also where I noticed the weight difference. Even if I turn my cap around, it's still quite large and not as subtle as the Go 3S, which is something you might look into when you're buying a small, tiny action camera. You might want the camera to be really subtle so you can film in locations without feeling that everyone is staring at you. When it comes to features, they both share some similar modes and settings like normal video, photos, time-lapse, time shift, slow motion, and free frame, just to mention a few. But because the Ultra has better specs, we also have some new features like HDR, which is fantastic in such a small camera. We also have a pure video for low light and 4K up to 60 FPS now, as well as 156 degrees field of view in action view up to 4K 30 FPS. Both cameras have Apple Find My as well, so if you're going on a longer hike or if you're going in a crowded city, you can pair this camera with your iPhone and see exactly where it is if you should lose it. It is a great feature, of course, when you need it, but because it drains unnecessary battery, you would most likely want to keep this off anyway. Now, both cameras does also have clarity zoom, which is a feature I've been using a lot with my Ace Pro 2. I just love using that underwater and it looks absolutely amazing. But because these cameras are smaller, the clarity zoom is not going to look as good as the Ace Pro 2. But when it comes to these two, the Ultra is the clear winner. Now, talking about low light, the Go 3S is no match to the pure video on the Ultra. It's just amazing to see that Insta360 is pushing low light capabilities and pure video into such a small body. So I did a test here in the studio. I dimmed the lights down and I tried to make it look similar to what you might want to capture after sunset or in a city walk or as you ride through the city with your motorcycle, basically. So let's have a look at that and let me know which one of these two you prefer in low light, the Go 3S or the new Go Ultra's pure video mode. Let's have a look. Now, from all the tests I've done with these cameras and all the videos I've captured, it's safe to say that the Go Ultra is superior. However, image quality might not be the only thing when it comes to a small camera like this. You also might want to consider the ease of use, versatility, and how you want to capture videos with these cameras. First off, both of these are amazing cameras that I would spend hard-working cash on, but despite being fairly similar, they're also quite different. For instance, when you go on a walk, go for a hike, or make it a day at the water park, subtlety might be the thing you prefer, and not everyone is comfortable with running around with a camera talking to themselves. And to begin with, most people will actually find this a bit scary. So for this, there's no better camera than the Go 3S in my opinion. It's the smallest proper 4K camera in modern days, which makes it easier to capture videos you otherwise wouldn't be able to capture if you're just getting into vlogging or content creating. It's also much easier to use with the head clip and the pendant, as well as both of these combined for the ultimate freedom of adjustment. So the base of the Ultra's head clip, for example, is not magnetic. That means you can't mount this on the pendant like you can with the head clip that comes with the Go 3S, because that is magnetic. And this actually makes a huge difference in the way you can use these two cameras hands-free. For example, if you want to use the Ultra with the pendant, there is no room for adjustment, which means you might end up capturing more sky than you actually want. The head clip you get with the Go 3S, on the other hand, has a magnetic base, which allows you to snap this onto the pendant. So for this, you have more freedom to adjust the angle. So if you want to capture the sky, you rotate the clip so it faces up. If you want to capture your feet, you'll rotate the camera so it faces down. So it's much easier to get the perfect framing when you use this with the pendant versus the limitations you have with the Go Ultra. So that's one of the biggest differences when it comes to the ease of use with these two cameras. The Ultra is also significantly larger when you mount this on your cap, and despite adding the same flexibility and adjustments as you get with the Go 3S, you might be limited to the fact that you actually don't want to use it like this, because it feels massive. Even though it is a small camera, it feels massive. So for raw POV shots, I would say the Go 3S is as good as it gets. This is the best POV camera you can get at this time, which is small, subtle, and you can capture whatever you want without people staring at you. And for a lot of people, this is crucial. Now, what really makes the Ultra a great camera though is of course the image quality, the low light capabilities, support for micro SD card, which is not to be found on the Go 3S. You also have quick charge, wider field of view, and 4K up to 60 FPS. For me personally, I'm still going to use the Go 3S for my POV shots. Regardless of buying the Ultra, the Ace Pro 2 or the X5, the Go 3S is amazing for POV. It's just something about having that small, subtle, tiny 4K POV camera sitting on your shirt or cap when you do like whatever basically. It doesn't matter what you do, and as long as you wear a matching t-shirt, it's definitely gonna blend in and draw less attention. And for motovlogs, for example, I mean, the Ultra has a wider field of view. It has a wider field of view than the 155 degree on the Action 5. If that 1 degree matters a lot, well, I highly doubt that, but this combined with the X5 on my handlebar is definitely something that looks perfect for me. This is the perfect motorcycle combo. A small 53 gram ultra wide 4K camera that I barely notice and feel on my helmet for quick uploads to social media, and 8K 30 FPS with the new adaptive tone on the X5 as well as the ND filters. I can definitely see that being my go-to motorcycle motovlog setup. So there you have the Ultra versus the Go 3S and how they compare in image quality, both daylight and low light, as well as photos and the accessible features. Which one would you give your vote to and why? Let me know in the comments below. Links to everything is down there in the description. And on your way down there, make sure to subscribe, like, and hit that bell for more videos on the Go 3S and the Go Ultra. So that's a wrap for this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.